everybody.
Hi, everyone.
All right, Mr. and Mrs. Traveler here.
ElleKosGlam at home.
Excuse us while we get this camera here together.
How you guys doing? Comment below and let us know if you can hear us. We appreciate everybody coming on board today. We are about 2 minutes late, so sorry about that. We was having some technical difficulties. How's everybody's Saturday going? We appreciate everybody stopping your Saturday to log on with us. We appreciate everything. We actually have been watching the other YouTubers today, and the first person to jump on is Rod Low 31. Hi, how you doing? Forgive us because we also streaming on our phones, and we had a little technical difficulty this morning, but we're gonna definitely make sure we get into some really juicy tea today. And thank you so much for watching our videos all week.
Indeed. Little business here. Can you guys hear us okay? We were having a little technical difficulty. Can everybody hear us okay?
Okay, good.
Yes,
Sunshine
yes.
34 said yes.
Okay, good. We'll talk up a little bit, guys. We were having some major technical difficulties this morning, but we are back on it. We're back on board.
We appreciate everybody coming on board today with us, and we are in the middle of a broadcast with other YouTubers.
Yep, and shout out to Blaine and Tammy from the Life Adventure Show. They got us started today. They're the ones kind of set everything up here. So
Hi Blaine, hi Tammy. Make sure you comment below if you made it.
all right, very good, guys. So yeah, we believe it or not, we filmed the other day in the park, and Mr. Traveler, who's normally very careful with stuff, dropped my microphone equipment in the park somewhere. So guess what we'll be doing after this video?
We have to go back to the park and get it.
I hope it's still there.
We know that our house is very echoey, so we apologize about that. But make sure you bear with us because we're going to try to talk as loud as we can. Because like Mr. Traveler said, he dropped the microphone in the park, so we have to go get it. But hopefully everybody is staying safe in this quarantine time. We are really praying for each and everyone who's affected by the virus and in this crisis. And we are definitely keeping you in our prayers. So thank you so much. We had to just go ahead and say that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So,
Shannon says she loves our home decor.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
thank you.
That's all me. That's all me.
So real quick, just want to say hello to a few people. Deanna, nice to see you. Nikita, Bernice. I saw Gloria M on there. Thank you so much, Gloria. Gloria sent us a wonderful gift the other day. We really appreciate that.
Thank you so much. And you know Auntie Gladys sent me a nice gift too.
She sure did.
Hopefully she'll be on this live feed today. Where you at, Auntie Gladys?
Saying hey to Cruise Talk, our in-house moderator, our good friend, our good buddy over there.
My brother from another mother.
Down the street.
Hey, JT.
Nice to see everybody. Just Pamela, the Summit Push, Tezier Travel. I saw
What's
you on
up,
the other blog.
Shay?
Wonderful. Adventures of David and Aaron. Nice to see you. Summit
Hi,
Push.
Adventures of David and Aaron.
Welcome everybody. So we're doing a lot of shots out there because this is a little bit different. This is the quarantine live special that we're doing with everybody.
We're gonna involve you guys today. So usually we get on here and we keep chatting about what's going on in the world. Today is all about you. So if you are a business owner, if you are a travel agent, if you are on the front lines, if you're working during quarantine, this video is all about you. We're gonna give our attention to everybody that's logged on today.
Life is good. Hello, Deb, right? So many of you on here. Please forgive us. I mean, it's going so fast.
What I want you to do is I want you to make sure you look at all the comments and go follow whoever is in the comments, because these are like-minded people that love to travel like you. They are travel addicts. We are travel addicts.
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. My name is Mr. Traveler. I am a cruiseaholic.
Yes.
You know you are a cruise.
My name is ElleKos. I am a cruise addict.
You listen. You know you got a problem when you're like on your last, like your day before or your last day of the cruise, and you're like, okay, so when's the next one? If we do this here and we do this here, then you're flipping some bills around. Okay, we put this one over here.
Shuffling.
We cut back on the cell phone bill here.
As my mom would say, we have to rob Peter to pay Paul so we can go on a cruise. So thank you so much. We appreciate it. As you can see, I'm wiping my face. It's very warm today in Florida. It's about 85 degrees outside. Let's get the weather out the way. It's beautiful and it's not a cloud in the sky. So we hope that the weather is beautiful where you are as well. Comment below and let us know where your weather at and where you're from. What's your weather and where you're from?
Hey, I see Life Adventure Show is on, and I apologize. I see you guys saying that we're on the wrong stream. I do apologize. I didn't realize there was something to click into. We'll have to talk later. We
We're
try
on
to
the
do
wrong
this.
stream? Oh.
Yeah, I apologize, guys.
Uh-oh.
I didn't realize that we were having like major technical difficulties
Yeah,
here.
at this point, we just happy to be on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry, guys. I didn't mean to mess up your live there. I do apologize for that. So
Okay.
anyway, let's get to it, guys. We do have a lot of good information today and some fun stuff for you. Want to get you guys involved in some things.
Yes, we are so thankful for our 25,000 subscribers and our over 6 million views that we have on our channel. We give all the credit to you because we are supported by each and every one of you. We are very thankful for the support that we get on our channels. A little bit about us before we get started. Let's just do a little intro of who we are.
Yeah.
If you're new to our channel and you coming over from the other YouTubers.
Yeah, we've actually been on for a long time. I think we've been on about 5 years now. We're one of the OGs, I guess,
we're the OGs of YouTube.
in the travel YouTube thing. So we've been around for a while, and we started our channel a long time ago just to really help encourage people to get out there and travel and see the world. Because this is like we would love cruising, and like something that we'd always hear from people was. That they couldn't afford it, or that was the main thing, they couldn't afford it, right? And I'm like, no, listen, if you gotta learn how to budget and do this, yeah, you can definitely go out there. I mean, it's a great big old place besides your little four corners of whatever town that you live in. So that's how we got started, and things just kind of morphed from there.
Yes.
We're originally from Detroit, Michigan area, and we moved to Florida.
5 years later, we're here.
Yeah. Was it 4? We moved here 2016. We moved here.
If you're an OG, you go way back. Comment below if you're a writer with us, because some people have followed our journey all the way from Michigan to here. So now we own our own franchise, and we decided to use our platinum for our business, which I want a lot of you who are watching to make sure you focus on that. Anyway, another little bit about us: I lost my mother. Mr. Traveler lost his mother and father in the same year, and after that we said, you know what, we're going to start traveling and we're going to start living, and that's what made us who we are today, Mr. and Miss Traveler. That's how we got here. We been through a lot, and we've been through journeys, but we also took you all with us. So we have over 400 videos. Like I said, we have over 6 million views, 25, we go almost to 30,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. So we just catching up. Everybody who has never seen our channel, or this is your first time here, welcome. And everybody below in our comments, we are family. We are almost more than friends because we have the same likes, and some of us don't have family down here, so we depend on you guys for our family.
Yeah.
So.
And I saw Tazir Travel said we met them at Disney Springs. Oh, it's good to meet you
Nice
again.
to see you again.
Yeah, but like Miss Travel was saying, when you start, I'm telling you guys, when you start, if you haven't experienced this, when you start really like losing people in your life, it really makes you stop and think about what's important to you and things like that. And for us, and for a lot of people that we've talked to, it's about creating those memories and creating those good times and things like that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can stop and think. Like I tell you guys before, I can pretty much remember every single trip that we've been on, everything we've done.
I can't remember that.
Because
his memory is better than mine.
Because I love doing it so much, and I try to do something special every time, like meeting somebody special or doing something different we've never done before,
right?
Just to kind of make that particular trip special. And that's how we can go to, a lot of people will say, well, how can you go to the same Caribbean island over and over and over again? We've been to a lot of the islands many, many times, guys, but it's a new experience every time.
It's different every single time. I want to say hi to Auntie Gladys. She's on now. Hi to my buddy Valerie Toussaint in Belgium. Thank you so much. Everybody who's comment below, make sure you say hi to each other and go follow each other, because this is going to be a camaraderie video. We're going to get you guys involved and try to get you to meet friends who are like-minded and like to travel like you do.
And shout out to the other YouTubers on there. Again, I apologize. I didn't realize that we had to click on another stream, so
I think we on the wrong stream,
please
so
forgive
sorry.
me. Please forgive me.
This is our first time doing any type of collaboration with anybody else, and we very picky about who we friend,
We,
with that. So
we'll make it up to you. I'm
we
sorry.
will definitely.
Anyway,
Thank you for the invite.
anyway, guys, I want to start off about something kind of interesting for you guys. When we went to Cocoa Beach last week, we were out there and we were just seeing the cruise ships anchored, and Miss Traveler put up a good video about what's going on board the ships while they're out there. But the ships are just anchored, and the wind is kind of spinning them around. Then they turn them on for an hour and drive around a little bit, go for a spin. Captain Giuseppe take a photo screen, right? So.
I love his expressions. His baby laughing.
He's got his arm hanging out the window. Yeah, Captain Giuseppe. So, but what I wanted to share with you guys, which I thought was very interesting, is the move that Carnival is making to get their crew home. And if you guys didn't know, they brought a ton of their ships. I think it was like 18 of them together, just outside of their private island, Castaway. Well, not Castaway Cay. That's Disney.
That's Half Moon.
Half Moon Cay. Thank you. Half Moon Cay is right by Castaway Cay. It's not too far. Anyway, all the ships were together, and I think it was 9 of them in total took crew on board to take them to their home countries. So they used the lifeboats to take them over to the ships, and then at the end, they all blew the horns and everything. It was really kind of surreal.
It was emotional. It really was.
So I thought it'd be fun to share with you guys where they're going, if you'd like to hear that.
Okay.
So Carnival Fascination. I mean, this would be an awesome cruise, man. Okay, so Carnival Fascination is taking, it's taking a bunch of people to Mumbai, India, and then to Durban, South Africa.
Oh my goodness.
So that's a long journey.
That's a long journey.
So
that's far. They actually all took off today, right?
I think it was yesterday.
Yesterday they took off.
Carnival Liberty is also doing the same thing. So for those of you that are on the New Year's Eve cruise with us last year, our ship is going to Mumbai and to Durban, South Africa. So what an adventure that would be.
These ships are carrying crew so they can be with their families.
All right. So Carnival Ecstasy. This ship, you know what? It's going to the same place. It's also going to Mumbai, India, and Durban, South Africa. So that just lets you know how much of the crew is from South Africa and from India.
I wonder how many nationalities, how many countries are crew, because there's a lot. I would like to definitely know about that, and look into that one day. There are so many nationalities. There's so many different varieties of flavors out there, if you will, for our different races. That I love that. I really love what Carnival did.
And we see Parrot DJ on there. Hello.
Hi, Parrot DJ.
Nice to see you. I saw that. What ship is going to Cleveland? That's cute. I saw that online too. That was funny.
So cute.
Let's talk about the Carnival Breeze. Now these are getting good here. So the Carnival Breeze is going to Europe. It's heading to Southampton, England, the UK. Then we're going to Cadiz, Spain. That's where a lot of ships are made, in Cadiz, Spain.
Okay.
I'm just going to say Rome, Italy, because I always say Rome. Civicvecchia. I always say it wrong. So we say it's going to Rome.
Okay.
And Dubrovnik, Croatia.
Wow, that was good.
Thank you.
That was good.
The Carnival Magic is also doing that same itinerary, but it's going to continue on to Istanbul, Turkey.
Okay.
And the Glory, Carnival Glory, we've been on that one. Actually, we've been on that one.
We've been on quite a bit.
We haven't been on Ecstasy.
We've cruised 50 ships, so we've been on most of these that Mr. Traveler is naming.
Carnival Glory. Carnival Glory is going to the Caribbean, St. Lucia, Grenadines. If you've never been to the Grenadines, guys,
you have to go there.
It's really awesome. Like, we went there, was it last year or the year before? I don't recall.
I think it was the year before.
But it was really cool. I mean, they call it Spice Island. You pull up and you really can, if the wind is blowing right, you can just smell, the island smells so good.
It smells like vanilla. It smells like nutmeg.
It's the weirdest thing. It
smells so good. The whole island smells like that. Make sure you get to the Grenadines.
Then it's going to St. Vincent, Jamaica, Mexico, and Panama.
Wow.
All right. Then the Carnival Fantasy is going to Cologne, Panama, and then it's going to go down to Central and South America.
Really?
So that's really cool. That's one place that we haven't been that I want to go. I would like to do a South American one.
Me too.
I'd like to go to Brazil and Rio de Janeiro. Carnival Dream, this is the last one. Carnival Dream is going to Asia, and it's going to East Asia. Then it's going to go to Durban, South Africa, and then Jakarta, Indonesia,
Okay.
and then Manila, Philippines. Now I know they've got a lot of Philippine crew on those ships, so they must have got a lot of them home on air beforehand.
I think so.
Because I think it seems to me when we're on these ships, most of them are from India and the Philippines,
right?
mostly.
But it's very. I heard it's very expensive for them to fly back, so Carnival allowed them to sail there. We want to make sure the ships come back because we have some cruises booked that we have to go on when they come back. So they're out selling, taking the crew home, picking up more crew, and then they're coming back. So I just want to stop and say hello to everybody real quick. Thank you so much for joining in. If you just joined us, it's Mr. and Miss Traveler, ElleKosGlam, and we're doing a all about subscribers video, a quarantine edition. We also joined some really cool other YouTubers, and they'll be in our link. They'll be linked down in our description box. We asking if everybody can just talk to each other in the comments. Don't so much talk to us. Talk to each other because these are like-minded people like you who love to travel in our comments.
Throw up the questions. Throw up the questions too. We're
they talk
looking
to
at
us all the time, so I want them to get to know each other.
hello TP. I see John Hamilton on there. Good to see you. He was
Hi, John Hamilton.
he was with us on New Year's. We had
You
a
know
good
he
time.
can dance real good.
Oh yeah, we had.
He was getting down on our group.
We had a good time.
Go, John.
I hope you guys enjoyed the sail away we did a couple weeks ago. That was so fun.
Somebody asked when is our next group cruise. It was Max. Our next group cruise is scheduled to sail January 2nd on the Mardi Gras.
Matter of fact, we'll talk about that because.
And another person asked, are we the same in person as we are on this camera?
Yes.
That's all we know. That's all we know to do. Yes, we are the same people, and we actually sail with a lot of people who are in our comments because we like to do group cruises a lot. So get to know everybody. Autobot is on, Deanna is on, Auntie Gladys is on, JT is on.
I see Shannon asking about people with compromised immune systems be able to cruise again. We're going to kind of get into those questions in a little bit.
Okay. Because we're trying to follow a little schedule, so we won't be all over the place. But you're welcome to ask whatever you like.
Yes, Gloria, we are going to do another virtual party here eventually. That was a lot of fun. I had fun doing it. That was great. But you mentioned the group cruise, so somebody did ask our
Adventures of David and Aaron is on. Life with the Powells is on. Plump Travelers is on.
Well, the Pauls are from the east side of Detroit. Detroit's in the house.
Detroit. That's what
Detroit.
we from, you know.
Well, we're West Siders though.
West Siders.
we were actually both born in the city.
We were. So thank you so much for joining in. Welcome to our little quarantine broadcast. Are you guys still in quarantine? Is anybody's quarantine looking like ours? Ours is over right now, and I do believe May 4th, everything is opening around here. So comment below and let us know. Okay, we got some more business to take care of.
We'll get to that.
Okay. Am I jumping the gun?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, you're here. Okay, so.
Somebody said they love our shirts.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, we working on a new order. We working on a new order for everybody. We trying to get these shirts again. And if you look at the back, it says Mr. Traveler on there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we see a little bit there.
Okay, well, it's Mr. Traveler on Bay, but we are going to get some more t-shirts, so stay tuned for that.
Excellent. So, Yetta is one of our subscribers, and
Hi, Yetta.
we met her before. Since
Yes,
you guys
she's
asked
been
about
on
the
our
group
group cruise before.
Oh, actually, you know what? She's not the one that was talking about. We'll get back to Yetta's in a minute.
We might as well take care of hers right now since we're there. That's fine.
Well, we'll come back to hers because
Okay.
that leads into a whole other thing. Oh, here we go. It was Auntie Gladys. That's who it was.
Auntie Gladys.
Auntie Gladys says, since you can't add people for the group cruise in January, for those of us already booked, can we change, upgrade, downgrade? So that's one thing you need to know. Our group cruise is in January.
What was the question?
The second. She said, since we can't add people for the group cruise,
Right, we can't add anybody else
can
to the
they
group cruise.
change their cabin, upgrade, or downgrade?
Can you go higher or lower?
So,
can you do inside or balcony?
To start, the first part of it is, we do have a group cruise January 2nd, but right now Carnival is not accepting any more reservations for the Mardi Gras until March 27th of next year.
Okay.
Even though the ship is still on pace to come out in November 14th,
Okay.
they're not taking any bookings until March the 27th. They say they want to keep the crowd to a certain level until they figure out, can they get crew on board and everything. I would think if things go well when they open up the cruises, they may open the Mardi Gras back up to put more people in. But right now, we cannot add people to the cruise. And to answer Auntie Gladys's question, no, we can't even upgrade or downgrade anybody. We can't move anybody, anything. Just
They're really
you are where
strict
you are
about,
for right now.
They're really strict about who we move around, who we add and take away. For some reason, I think it's because of the crisis. They are being really strict on us of who we add to the ships. They're even taking people off the ships, is what I found out.
Yep. Like what the pilot said, when we do a group cruise on Royal Caribbean, absolutely. We actually had one. Actually, we had two booked.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was on the Oasis,
Yes.
and the crane fell on it.
Yes, it did. Crystal, thank you so much. You like my hair. Thank you.
The second one was our Mediterranean trip, which everything's going on in the world now.
So we have two cruises that we did not make because first the crane and now the crisis. So, but at least we are here. We're grateful
Yes.
to be here, and we're very humble to sail again. But we're ready to go, just like you are.
Yep. So let's see. So yes, we will definitely get back to that. Right now, we have the Mardi Gras in January, and we have Hawaii next August. We're going to Hawaii.
Yes.
Which we can still take people for that one as well. We got a very lovely group on there.
And time is flying. We already a half hour in.
Are we?
Already. Thank you so much for joining us. If you just got here, we appreciate it.
So let's talk a little bit about kind of sticking with the carnival thing here, just real quick, and then I think this is like my last carnival subject.
Okay.
But Carnival is not accepting any reservations for July and August right now. They have stopped them from booking anything until I think it's September the 1st.
Is that because of the crisis?
Yeah. So what they're saying, and I want to get your feedback, what you guys think.
Comment below now.
I have two schools of thought on this. The first one is what they're saying, which is they want to keep the crowds to a minimum because they don't know if they'll have enough crew to come back and get them on board to service crew. So they said they want to make it so that you still have the best service that you can have instead of having a full ship of passengers and only a half a crew. And kind of on that note, they said all those crew that they're taking home, they're not worried about them right now because they've already had crew that they sent back home previously who are ready to come back to the ships.
Okay.
Then the other school of thought, which I'm always kind of a mild conspiracy theorist, Ted.
No, he's a big one.
Are they just cutting their losses in case they have to cancel more cruises?
Yeah. So are they minimizing the capacity on the ships, or are they just cutting back because of the crisis? You can comment below and let us know. That's something that's unexplained right now. I know that they're pulling some people off the ships. They're canceling some cruises. Some people off the cruises.
Yeah, we heard Sensation, right? That was
yes, the Sensation. That was from my girl Auto by Diva. She sent me a text and said her friend is actually canceled from off the Sensation because they're cutting back. So some people they're leaving on the ship and some people they're cutting back in July.
Let's see here.
That's unanswered.
Let's see here. So thank you, David and Aaron. Appreciate you, sir.
Thank you so much. Hi, Edna's World.
And Sean and KC
Welcome
said
on.
Our Hawaii cruise is at the end. It's August the 28th of next year. This is our Hawaii on the Pride of America.
Okay. Bisso's Travel. What's going on? How you doing? D&G Explorers. Make sure the people who are commenting, we saying hi to, go follow them. Go follow them because these are good people and they won't steer you wrong.
Yeah, John says I think they want to make sure they have people for prime hurricane season also. Yeah, that's a good point.
Late to the Fun said I was looking at Carnival Cruises on Thursday.
Sorry.
I was looking at Carnival Cruises on Thursday, and then on Friday they were all going for July and August, except Alaska Spirit.
Yeah, so you can't book anything Carnival.
Thank you so much for Late to the Fun.
So
Griswold family. Hey.
Who?
Griswold family.
Hey, Griswold.
I love it. Griswold family vacation. And Wallace Travel. What's going on this Saturday morning? Good morning, everybody. So we are 1/2 hour into our little marathon of quarantine broadcasts,
We are.
and we appreciate everybody that's on board. If you are ready to book your next trip, make sure you call us at 877-697-4470, or we can be reached at www.mr-traveler.com. You'll get me, Mr. Traveler, or JT. JT takes care of all of our carnival information. If you need to talk to him about any and everything, he is awesome. His wife is so sweet, and we are so happy to have him on board.
Yep, and again, we want to thank you to all our new folks and all of our loyal people that are with us here. Thank you for joining us today. And again, we clicked on the wrong link apparently for the broadcast, so we do apologize for
We're
that
gonna
again.
fix that later. But if you ever find yourself bored on quarantine and you don't really have nothing to do, make sure you binge watch our videos. We have over 400, almost 500 videos. We have tours. We have fun videos. We have informational videos. If you're a first-time cruiser, make sure you watch our videos. We want to educate you so you can save as much money as you can and budget while you want to live extravagantly on a budget.
So Vizzo's Traveler says England creator. I'm gonna mess this up. Svenny I'm sorry. Sorry.
Anywhere.
I know I'm jacking it up.
England creators.
It's here. Do a shout out.
Is here. Do a shout out. Hi, Swinnyware. There's your shout out. There you go.
They're from England. That's
Cruise
wonderful.
Day Fun. Good morning, Plump Cruisers. Hi, how you doing? Caviar Dreams Travel and Things. Thank you and welcome to our broadcast. This is the quarantine broadcast, and we appreciate everybody who stopped your day to come on board with us. We also have some things that we want to cover. Thank you so much for joining us.
You want to go into any of this, or you want to work on the questions next?
Let's do these questions.
Let's do.
Well, let's get our housekeeping out the way.
We can take it this later.
Okay.
Let's do these. All right, so let's start with these. Are we put a little post out there a couple of days ago just to kind of ask our Mr. Traveler's Cruise Lover group any questions they'd like to ask. And because a lot of them, especially nowadays, are centered around what's going on with the virus and everything.
Yes, so we want to definitely cover that to let you know how safe it's getting out there.
Please get out of here, virus.
Right.
Go. Okay, so Christine Childs, I think it is. She said, what are alternatives for sanitizing our cabin since the world seems to be sold out of Lysol and Clorox wipes? Okay, at least in Maryland, laugh out loud. So here's a couple of things. I have noticed that they are starting to get these things back in the stores. At least they are down here in Florida. And at one time they were completely wiped out. You can actually start seeing them pop up in the stores, the different sanitizing items.
There's more tissue, more wipes is happening here.
So if you're leaving from Florida and they don't have it up there, they will more than likely have it down here. I can't guarantee that, but one thing that we think, and this is a speculation, that they're going to do is, and Mrs. Traveler talked about the other day, is the fogging machine for sanitization. I think that they'll incorporate that into the cabins, especially in between cruises. And I would imagine, I don't know if they would do it every day in the cabin, but maybe like halfway through your cruise. But definitely in between when they're switching cruises.
Yeah.
They'll probably use this fogging machine.
My question is, would you bring your own sanitation equipment and things? Would you bring your own personal things on board with you?
Yeah.
When you travel?
Somebody's going to make a personal fogging machine.
Yeah.
Well, then, they will.
That's a good idea. Shout out to Tawana Bray. She's an OG.
So, some alternatives, if all else fails, we always bring a spray bottle of alcohol with us. That's like my favorite, but I always try to get the 91% alcohol, the really good stuff, and spray your door handles down with it. Spray all the surfaces that you touch, your phone, the remotes, and all that stuff, and clean it with that. Another option for you is hydrogen peroxide, and that seems to still be in stock in a lot of places that I saw, even when stuff was running out. And there's different recipes you can look online for the mixture between water and hydrogen peroxide to make different cleaning solutions. But that does sanitize things.
It does. Thank you so much for your question, Christine. Now we got to jump over to the next one.
All right.
We got 20 minutes left.
Lauren Marsters said, do you think they will cruise in July?
Yes.
I hope
I
so.
think we will be cruising in July. I wish I was sure about it, but I want to say yes.
uh,
I hope so.
somebody, two people on the camera here have two cruises booked in July,
Mhm.
and we are hopeful that they both go
Make
off.
sure you watch our channel because we're trying to do a back to back in July. We want to cruise all of July, but we trying to see if they want to cruise. If they don't, I'm like Mr. Traveler. My feelings will be hurt if
Yeah,
we don't.
you know what, Gloria, I'm with you. We were talking about that the other day. She was like, she would have the cabin steward
Mhm.
clean it when they arrive,
Yes.
and then not until they leave again, like at the hotels. We do the same thing at the hotel. Like when we get in there, just give me my towels. We'll take care of everything else the rest of the week.
We do our own cleaning pretty much. I know I do, but you can bring your own. It's very smart to travel with your own information. But I was wondering, would you stuff more things in your suitcase or
I mean, when you think about it, when the guy comes in, I mean, yeah, they clean. Probably the bathroom is the biggest area they clean, right,
Mhm.
with everything.
I cleaned it myself.
But I mean, in general, the stuff in the cabin you can take care of yourself for the most part. You make up your bed if you want to, or I don't know. Anyway,
Parody J said their next adventure is in mid September, and they're still expecting it not to happen, but they're hopeful. Comment below and let us know if you have a cruise coming up, or if you have anything that's coming up soon. You have your fingers crossed for.
I hope we go in July. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be
Next question.
I'm gonna be one sad guy. Okay, and then Shonda, same kind of
Hi,
question.
Shonda.
When and how do you personally feel safe to cruise? You know,
That's a good
that's a
question.
touch. We're ready to go in July.
We're ready.
I put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they're going to have a lot of safety measures in place for us when we get on board these
Me
ships.
too. I think it'll be a lot of changes.
Obviously, people are going to be more acutely aware of their hygiene
Yes.
on board the ship. Hopefully, on board the ships, so that you'll be washing your hands a lot more often, not touching things and stuff like that. So I feel that July is safe as long as you're taking care of yourself on there and we're following the guidelines. I think we're
Tammy
good.
Chartery said, I hope I'm saying your last name correctly. Tammy Chartery said, I had my first cruise booked in September. Welcome to the cruising family.
Oh,
You're gonna love it.
you're gonna here's the problem. You're gonna be addicted.
Yes.
You ain't gonna want to stop. And
Yes. Just accept it.
if you didn't get a balcony, when you do ever get a balcony, you'll be hooked on that, and you're not gonna be able to get away from them.
Exactly. Once you go balcony, you can't go back. It's hard to go back. But me, I don't mind. I'll sleep in a ocean view. I'll sleep on the first floor in the cruise ship. It don't bother me. But Mr. Traveler, he has to have a balcony.
I say everybody, yes, you're about to be addicted. Yep. All right. So Margaret, will traveling ever get back to normal? How about such things as food services, hotel, cruise line buffets?
That's a good question, Margaret. We hope so. We're very hopeful.
Personally, I think it's gonna be different. Um, we have heard and seen some reports of airlines are gonna require you to wear masks on the journeys. That'll be different.
Yeah. Comment below and let us know how do you feel about being made to wear masks.
Yeah, I mean that may be a thing.
I'm okay with it, but I don't like people telling me what to do. But I'm okay with it. If you have to board a mask, I mean, how is that gonna work?
I feel way more germophobic about getting on a plane than I do a cruise ship. I'm sorry, because
There's a difference.
you are trapped there.
There's a difference.
If you're walking down a cruise hallway and we've done this, and somebody's coming the other way and they start sneezing, I'm like,
Edna's
I'm
World
running.
said. Edna's World said she believed that they stopped selling middle seats for a while. I didn't catch her. The comments is coming so fast. She said, I heard that airlines will not be selling middle seats for a while. I heard the same thing too, Edna, and I think that that's going to be a fact all year. I think it'll be that way. When you have to fly down to catch your cruise, or you go to a resort, you may have to bypass that middle seat because we have to keep the 6 feet rule on airplanes as well, right? Or as far as we can.
Yeah.
If anybody's flying, I heard the airports is really empty.
Buffets, get ready for them to serve you. I would think. Get ready for the washy-washy police.
Yes. I think we'll be tired of hearing that. Washy all day.
This is a good question because, and this goes in, and this is from Judy Dixon, and
Hi, Judy.
this goes right into what we're talking about. Do you think the reopening of the cruise lines will be affected by a slow airline industry? The majority of cruises don't live near the embarkation port and need to fly in. No, I think what you're going to actually see is the opposite correlation. So you'll see if the cruise lines say July 1st, yep, we're going for Royal, June 27th for Carnival, and I can't remember Norwegian. I think it's July 1st also. Forgive me, it's not scientific there. I can't remember off the top of my head. But they're all near the beginning of July, right? So if they say, yes, we're going at the beginning of July, look for the airlines to start feeding the Miami, Fort Lauderdale, the Orlando, the Tampa markets to correlate with that. And like you said, probably mill seats and things like that. So
I know that Atlanta's airport just opened. They are the biggest hub in the United States. They're open. John Hamilton said American Airlines will require masks by passengers. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing that, John.
And I've been seeing a lot of airline traffic out of Orlando's airport lately. I mean, when this all first started, it was almost like 9/11, guys. Like, remember when they grounded all the flights? And it was just like kind of eerie not seeing planes. It was like that again. Like, planes are not for Orlando. That's like really weird. Okay, so like no planes are taking off. I have noticed in the past couple weeks more and more and more planes. We're seeing more go over our home and things like that. So it's slowly starting to pick up on the airline traffic.
My buddy Yetta is on. Hey, Yetta. She said she worked for American Airlines, and yes, mandatory masks are May 11th. Thank you for sharing that with us, Yetta. We appreciate it.
Straight from the source.
Straight from the source.
Rudy Potter. Hey, Rudy, nice to meet you. And thank you for your service. He's a good truck driver out there. I know he drives a truck, so we appreciate you getting our goods and services to us.
Yeah, he's actually working on the front line with trucks. So thank you so much for taking care of us. We appreciate it.
So Rudy asked, do you think they'll start sailing, when they start sailing again, will Royal Caribbean do away with their self-service soda machine? Say that 5 times fast. Self-service soda machine.
Self-service soda machines. You know how you go up to the beverages and you push the button to get everything out, and somebody sneaks their water bottle up there, or they sneak their juice water up there that they brought from home? That's something we're gonna have to watch out for on the cruise.
Yeah, well, yeah. In addition to the machines, the beverage ones. I think they'll still have them. They'll probably be cleaning them like crazy. I don't see them getting rid of them just because that would take so much more, put more pressure on the staff, right?
Yeah.
To serve sodas and stuff for people that have soda package or drink package or whatever. I think they're just gonna be standing there.
I think we're gonna have to make that the last question for that one. Then we have to jump because we only got 15 minutes left. So.
This is our last one.
One more question.
Last question, and this is from Yetta.
Okay.
And she asked, once cruise lines are clear to sail again, this is a good question, guys. Which company will give you the best bang for your buck? Do you foresee the best deals immediately or a slow crawl?
Okay, so Yetta asked, which cruise company would give the best deals for the bang for their buck? Now, you know we are in the travel industry. We own our franchise, so we know the secrets and we share them on our channel. So thank you so much for asking that, Yetta. We appreciate it.
Short answer.
It's gonna be Carnival. It's gonna be Carnival.
They're gonna.
If you love to sell Carnival, they have some bomb deals.
If you like,
start going back.
If you just like cruising and don't mind, I going on Carnival. You know, some people are like totally anti-Carnival.
Yes,
but for bang for your buck, you're absolutely right. I mean, you'll find
you can't beat the deals.
But here's the thing: when they all say, "Hey, we're going back to sailing," you're gonna see a lot of competition, guys. You're gonna see them all there. You're gonna see them all out there clamoring for the business. You're gonna see a lot of value add-ons like drink packages and specialty dinings and maybe gratuities.
Crafting Universe Fun Time. Thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate it.
If you guys never watched this other channel, it's called Traveling Robert. He does a lot of camping, right? He does camping with the RVs and stuff.
Yes, we love Traveling Robert.
I watch him quite a bit. So whenever he gets a super chat, he says, "Thank you for the super chat."
High five. Boop. Take it. We need it.
Take it. Like, anyway, there's going to be some great deals, guys. I'm telling you, they're going to be clamoring for your business one way or another, and that'll go into 2021.
Yes.
So you just get ready. You're going to see it. You'll see it coming.
I think the deals that will go like this. It's going to be Carnival giving the best deals. Then right under Carnival will be probably the smaller ships of Royal Caribbean.
Yes.
I think they'll be riding on their tails, and then Norwegian is more luxury. So I think Norwegian will give you the best value, but Carnival will give you the best deals for your initial sale.
Yeah, you hit it on it. So like money wise, the lowest dollar amount is going to be Carnival. Royal Caribbean and Norwegian, you're absolutely right. You'll see them do more of value add-ons to things. So specialty dinings, beverage packages, those kind of things.
Sean and Casey on Vacay asked, have we ever did a back-to-back? We'll be doing our first back-to-back in July. But we have done a back-to-back, but we gave a week's space in between, a couple days.
Well, no, we did.
No, we did a back-to-back.
Yeah, we did, but it wasn't like a 7-day. It was we did a 4-day with the family on the Enchantment of the Seas.
Okay.
And then we jumped over to what cruise ship did we went on a Carnival? No. We went on
our goal is to do a back-to-back group cruise. That's what we want to do.
Ooh,
that's coming up. So make sure you stay tuned. We're gonna make up for all this lost time. Yeah.
Yeah. So we did do two. We went on the Carnival. I can't remember which Carnival ship it was. We left the Royal Caribbean Enchantment and went over to and there was a day in between. That's what it was.
Okay, so we got like 12 minutes. We're trying to stay on schedule. If you new here, thank you so much. If you just logging on, we appreciate it. Thank you so much to each and every one of you who has stopped your mornings, your Saturday mornings. You could have been doing anything today, but you decided to watch our channel. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. It wouldn't be a Mr. and Miss Traveler without you. So we are definitely praying for each and every one of you who are in quarantine, who still have family who's fighting this horrible illness. We are praying for you. So that's who we are. We appreciate you stopping on board. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you're new here. We come up with all kinds of information to help you save money on your next adventure.
All right. Nurse Nancy says she likes our ship on the stick in the back.
Oh,
there it is.
Don't ask me how I earned these, okay?
Did I win one of them?
Yes.
I won one of them. You won one of them.
This is the Sunshine.
That was our first group cruise. We were clowning.
And this one is the Sunshine. I think we had another one too, but it broke down.
Yeah.
Okay. We had another one from the Vista, I think.
If you win 2 ships on a stick in one cruise, you're acting up.
I won a dance contest because I love dance. Yeah, thank you so much. So we really appreciate it. Any other things we need?
Oh, I got plenty of things to go.
Okay, we got
Gloria,
12 minutes.
12 minutes. Okay. So Gloria asked, "Do you think the Hawaii group cruise rate will reduce?" I checked the other day. It actually went up.
Oh no.
Yep. Thank you, David and Aaron. Let's see. Yes, we would love to do a group cruise too. I see you, Crystal. Love it.
Yes.
Beautiful.
This is a different type of a video because we normally are very formatted and very organized, but this one we decided to just be relaxed and very conservative on this one. And we also join more YouTubers that will be down below, so make sure you click on their channels and go follow them.
So I'd like to ask you guys, because there's some people that are really, really nervous about going back to cruising. I do think, I want to put this, I think the cruise line industry got a really bad rep off of what happened. You know, obviously they weren't prepared for how things went down, and you know, a lot of industries weren't ready for that, right? And let's be truthful, that stuff was probably already circulating before it actually made the news and whatever, it's out there. But all that to say, there are people out there who are nervous to go back to cruising. So we'd like to talk to you about if you're nervous to go back to cruising, what other type of adventures are you planning on traveling? So I kind of thought about that with Traveling Robert, because I thought we actually thought about that. So if our cruise gets, I don't even want to say the word, if our plans change in July, I'll put it like that, I don't want to say the C word.
If we can't commit.
In July, we're actually thinking about renting an RV for a week or two and just go traveling.
Just ride out. you know.
You guys ever have you guys ever done that or thought about doing it, or what about island resorts? Because that's another thing that I was thinking about doing some resorts in that.
Auntie Glenn said, back to back group cruise, you staying in my pockets. Yes. Autobot said, tired of hearing all the negative about the ships. Me too. I'm tired of it. Yetta said she's the one of the first people to be on our first group cruise. Yes, she
Yes, she
is.
was. We had a really good time on the
We had
Sunshine.
so much fun. We had so much, and I'm thinking about the back to back. I will get more information together and let you guys know about that. It's just a thought, but you know it's gonna come into fruition. We're gonna definitely do a back to back group. So we love our
Oh,
subscribers and we love selling with them.
somebody was saying, I see Vegas. I was going to be in Vegas, had to go too. So
Hmm.
we did somebody for Vegas. I couldn't believe it the other day. For
Tell them the deal we found. Make sure you call us if you want a deal.
it, 3 day, these people are traveling from Cincinnati, 3 days in Vegas with the flights and staying in the MGM with the strip view for 600 and no, it was $735 for two people. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
That's like
that's the type of deals they're having.
1990s prices.
Really, we haven't seen prices like this in a long time. So if you are a cruiser or you thinking about cruising, make sure you kind of watch the sites and look at the deals and see what's happening, what's brewing out there because this is the time that you want to definitely go ahead and plan for the next cruise because I don't think we've ever seen deals this good ever.
Yeah, and the cruise lines are gonna be right with them
And
when
we've
it
been doing this
happens.
a long time. Shout out to everybody who is still working on the front lines, who are working during the crisis. Mr. Traveler is still working during the crisis, and I'm making sure I take care of our
It's
business.
not
But
not fun.
he has to wear a mask and everything. So make sure everyone stays safe. We appreciate everybody coming on board. Anything else?
Yeah, so let's talk about because obviously, guys, with the with the
Yes, 7 minutes.
without the with the onset of the cruises looming down here in Florida, just kind of keep you guys updated what's going on with us in here in the Orlando area. We're going to start our phases, which we did a video on earlier this week, but it's actually going to start on the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
May the fourth be with you. That's when our phases start. They're
Um,
gonna open up Florida.
yeah, so May the 4th, we're going to start letting people into restaurants and different venues like that at either between 25 and 50% capacity. We've been kind of like talking to the restaurants around the area here.
Yeah, we go in and talk to the locals because they are neighbors and we friends with them, a lot of them, because we live in Celebration, so we have like festivals every Sunday and we have like markets, food markets and things, and we get to know our neighbors and they tell us what's going on and we ask them. So they're gonna definitely be opening Florida up on Monday. Make sure you keep us in your prayers. Me and Mr. Traveler still is gonna be careful. We're not just
Yeah.
going hog wild at the parks or going out. I think we're gonna kind of take our time easing
Yeah,
out there.
so that does not include the parks. They're anticipating in June sometime.
Hmm.
Stay tuned. We'll let you guys know when they do that.
Hmm.
In the meantime, yeah, they're going to start letting us into certain places. Then they're going to bump it up to 50% capacity in the different phases as we go through.
Hmm.
Um, so down here we're okay. Like I said before, I'm a little concerned when we like go full open and we have international
We
visitors and
start
things like coming in
having
there.
the influx of tourism coming in.
Yeah,
That's when we have to be careful here.
yeah. I imagine it's going to be. I imagine we'll probably see a little bit of a spike here. So we're definitely going to be hand sanitizer down and all that good stuff. So.
Yep. And just to wrap up what we've been over already, we got about 5 more minutes, 5 to 6 more minutes. We went over some question and answers from our subscribers, which we hadn't did in a long time. We're gonna go back to that. We're gonna go back to your questions and answers. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Call us if you want to book your next cruise. We also talked about different deals that we think that's coming out that you should jump on right now if you are an avid cruiser or you love to resort and travel, have hobby addictions like we do. We love to try. We've been on 50 cruises. We can't wait to do 50 more. Make sure this is the best time to book your cruise. So we also talked about that, and then we gave some shout outs and let you know that comment below and talk to each and every person that's down there because they are like minded just like you. They love to travel. We also took in a group of YouTubers who are on board with us today with this quarantine stream. So thank you so much for joining us.
And what was I gonna say? Okay, so life of the pause as during hurricane season, what months should we not cruise? And I remember you guys said you're from Michigan, so when we were in Michigan, we cruised all the time.
We did not stop cruising because it was hurricane season. We got the best deals during hurricane season.
Hurricane season it goes from the beginning of summer all the way into end of November. So it's like 6 months.
It's 6 months down here of hurricane season. So you can't just pick a specific month and say I'm gonna go this month because there's not hurricane season in the summer. It's all summer.
They tend to be more as you go along, right? Like so September and October, because the waters in the Caribbean have gotten hot from the summer and they build up the juice for the hurricanes.
Yeah.
But that's not always the case. So you just never know. But I've never let that guide my decision on the hurricane. We were just talking about that yesterday. Like we were talking about living in Michigan and shoveling snow and all that. And I said, you know what? If I gotta get in the car and drive out of the path of a hurricane once or twice, I'm good with that. Yeah, I don't have to shovel no snow, I'm telling you.
We're done with the winters.
Life Adventure Show, thanks for joining. Thank you so much for inviting us on Life Adventure Show. And again,
thank you so much.
Sorry, didn't click on the right thing.
This is our first one, so go easy on us. We appreciate everybody coming on board. Thank you.
Yep, so we got a few minutes here. Let's see. The Traveler Cruise Book November. Symphony of the Sea is my favorite ship.
Symphony of the Seas is Mr. Traveler's favorite ship. Mine is Norwegian Escape.
Greg, I think you will be having a wonderful time on the Symphony of the Seas in November. I mean, you know, despite something crazy happening in the world, November, we should be
good by November.
You should be wobbling, sir, and enjoying a sex on the beach or something like that. And
or a pina colada. Yes.
Okay, so my last kind of question, everybody, be honest with you. How many of you out there, I call the stimulus check, right? I call it getting stimulated. So how many of you out there got stimulated and spending on a cruise?
Let us know.
I mean, it's putting the money back in the economy, right? I mean, it is.
How many people have not received their stimulus yet? And you waiting so you can book a cruise? I thought that was really funny.
I have not been stimulated yet.
Yes, if you're stimulated, make sure you feed your cruise addiction and just put the deposit on it. You know, we do it all the time.
Look, I see a lot of people. Me, Deanna, Carlos, me.
Yes. Anybody got their stimulus? Just raise your hand. I can't wait.
Deborah, you're not stimulated either, huh?
Oh,
I feel for you.
Oh, yeah. So thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate each and every one of you. We had so much fun today. We got a chance to meet new people as well as new YouTubers.
Yes.
We don't watch a lot of YouTubers because we don't have time to watch everybody else's channels.
I got the list of everybody on there, so I'm really going to go on there and check everybody out.
We are going to check everybody out that we're involved with today. We're glad to be invited. And if you want
it has changed so much from when we first started. It was like a handful. Now there's so many different varieties of things that people are doing.
Yes.
So it's pretty cool. And
when we first started, there was nobody. It was just me and Mr. Traveler. We started filming what we saw, and now it's so many channels and wonderful travel agents out there that's just A-OK cool.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about YouTube. You get to share your experiences and different things like that. It's a great learning tool. I love it.
Yeah, so when you see us out, make sure you say hello and make sure you say hi. We are the same person in person as we are on this camera. Our goal in life is to make sure we pass our passion on. We are servers. That's what we do. That's why we were born. We are here to serve, and this is the way that we do it. This is our gift to teach you how to travel the world and enjoy it. It's a big world out there. You have to see it.
All right, everybody. So thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so
much. Be
safe
safe out there. Life's short.
Have fun. See the world.
Bye, guys.
Nice meeting everybody. Bye.